Hi, friends. Julia here, recording this August 23rd, 2022. And I really appreciate all the new subscribers here, just in the last couple of months, really. But now, of course, Jason sent over quite a few more. I'm really grateful that y'all are here and hope you like this channel. And yeah, I'll try to break down some more topics. And any of your help's always welcome. I did look onto his video about the demon. Someone was asking me to look into that. I do have some notes and I'll get back with that. But now I'll just go over a couple of things that we talked about in our interview. And these are just some thoughts and observations on what we talked about. So I like that we were able to clear up, in my mind, maybe you guys already had it all figured out, exactly what Inky did when he activated the pyramid. So basically, he reprogrammed the simulacrum. And what I had thought is what that he initially, I think I thought that he put in the Phoenix event, and then I thought he put in the end date of 2178. But basically, he came in and just kind of redid everything, from what I understand, and he he reprogrammed certain things, as Jason mentioned, like the way the Phoenix operated, and maybe even made it more discriminatory, etc. So basically, Inky just changed the program. He didn't put an end to it. He didn't put anything in there to end AIX or any of that. So that was something that I was confused about. So yeah. And I'm sure you can go listen to that and get the details that Jason said. I guess I should have listened to that again and taken notes before I started this one. And then, according to Jason, it's not possible to keep our current avatar until the end of the simulation, which is the year 2178. But if your next avatar is born during the vapor canopy, then you could be a superhero. Maybe it's programmed in the simulation that certain immortal personalities will be born in that period. Since the vapor canopy conditions are now beginning to manifest, perhaps those who've done the work to be connected to source are already able to achieve supernatural capabilities. This breatharian that I follow, Tom Elamine, he intends to keep his avatar for much longer than currently expected, for human life expectancies, at least 156 years till 2178. I'll link his channel in the comments. And I had someone get upset with me before when I brought up breatharianism, saying it was dangerous to put out there that people could survive without eating or drinking, but they can. And yeah, so it's not something you can just do the next day. Decide you're going to be a breatharian. It does take a lot of work and commitment, and really being tapped into source. Just like I was just talking about, we can't have the avatars, this avatar necessarily till 2178. But if we really wanted to, and we put the necessary work into the intention to manifest that, then we probably could do that too. I think we do have a lot more abilities than we know, even in this ambiance, in these atmospheric conditions. And since the vapor canopy is developing now, Jason surmises, and other people, maybe things will get easier. It'll be easier to have these so-called supernatural abilities, but they're really not supernatural. They're just natural. And anyone who's a veteran astral projector will tell you that, that it just takes practice like anything else. These abilities just take practice just like physical abilities do. Manifestation's one of those. And a lot of you guys are really good at that already. And personally, I don't really mind giving up the avatar that I have now. Unfortunately, I've used it a lot. And I have trust that when this avatar expires, that my new avatar and life circumstances will reflect the growth and learning that I've achieved this go round. At most, there's only a couple of more incarnations to have in this reality stream. And maybe that's why so many of us have had such tough lives this go round. There's not much time left in this school. Kind of like cramming for exams. You're getting everything in now. You're having all these experiences to make you see, and we all know when we go past the traumatic experience and look back on it, it doesn't seem so bad once we're healed from it. So we're kind of having to do that at a fast pace. And again, that's another good reason to do emotional healing. And you can find language lessons for the heart playlist and emotional healing playlist in my saved playlist. So yeah, and even if it's not like Jason says, and the sim doesn't end in 2178, I don't see it necessarily as a bad future to continually enter reality streams to grow and develop. It really is all about our perspective. I mean, it's kind of fun having these adventures once you know how to manifest. And I would think that we go up in levels as we get more enlightened, so to speak. And, we'll have even maybe they're more challenging reality streams that we go into. I don't know how it works, but, so many people feel so trapped in these reincarnations and in this reality. But there's no reason to feel trapped because you're a creator here. You create your reality. So it's much better to just embrace where you are and learn the skills that you have, these abilities, and hone in on them and use them. And Tom Campbell, he says that we choose which reality stream to go into. We're most definitely immortal creator beings. We're way more powerful than we've been told. And we do most definitely manifest reality. We don't just get born to die and do the best we can in the interim. And that's what we're programmed to believe. And we're programmed to fear death, which is inevitable. It's like being programmed to fear sleep. It's silly. We don't die. We're immortal beings. So, as long as you have no fear and you have empathy, compassion, and imagination, then you're all good. And you should be able to manifest exactly what you want. But you also need to make sure your subconscious and unconscious is not sabotaging you. And again, that's why you do your shadow work, also known as emotional healing work. And I really like how Jason encourages working on our immortal personalities because that's definitely the bottom line. Perhaps coming here is indeed very advanced and very privileged training. Once you truly become love and live from the heart, then you've arrived. There's no need to escape anything. Just observe and learn, and of course, help others when you can, when it's needed. Some people not only fear death, they also fear what will happen after death. So that's just like, okay, go to the light, don't go to the light. And, really, you find whatever you think you'll find, whatever you anticipate finding in the afterlife. And then I think you'll snap out of that and then you'll make plans for your next incarnation, from what I've heard. So the notion of an eternal avatar is kind of new to me. So I've always imagined being ghost-like, just kind of an energy. But I watched this video today where this lady had a near-death experience, and I'll link that. And she described the eternal avatar, and it was pretty cool. And it was kind of like what I'm about to describe, but a little more detailed. And what I put here was that the human form is very sacred, being based on the pentagram, which is a combination of three perfect triangles. And then I put, I would think our eternal avatar would be androgynous and very light, both in mass and illumination. And again, I'll link that video where she talked about how her eternal avatar looked. Perhaps we appear more in resonance than in the physical. And then perhaps our features even more to what the observer or what we expect. It's kind of like that now, no two people see the same thing. I'm sure we'll all recognize each other once we occupy our final avatars. But but will we really be that avatar, or will it be like now, where our avatars just host the signal? Are we just really a signal? And is it just a signal? Is that such a bad thing? And this, so that's just one of those analogies, the signal and the radio analogy. So yeah, this is kind of a strange topic, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it too. So yeah, I'll put the link for the near death experience that a fellow errant sent me, Maggie, and it addresses other topics about being in a simulation too. It's pretty cool. So I just think it's really exciting and interesting to be on this ride. And I'm so happy that I have this opportunity to interact with so many kind and genuine errands out there. Y'all are so awesome. I really appreciate you. To me, the internet is definitely benevolent because I can't, yeah, otherwise I would be totally isolated. I wouldn't know most of the stuff. Just imagine if we didn't have the internet. So yeah, it's just a great time to be alive, and I appreciate all of you people being here, all of you errants, you people. People don't like to be called you people. I guess people don't mind being called you errants. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. And always help others when you can. And I'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.